Good evening everyone. Here we are with the 5th edition of the Virtual Vaultage with lots of good music for you to enjoy. Thanks Larry for that memorable version of Sympathy for the Devil. I just hoped you all joined in with the backing vocals. Larry's hair's grown just a bit during that lockdown, and when he first came up on the screen I was convinced I was looking at some sort of hybrid version of Joe Wicks with a bit of Tim Buckley, our Tim Buckley that is, thrown in. Anyway, I must be swift tonight, so on with the music. Here's Somebody or Other next, followed by good friends Jens Starge all the way from Denmark and Monty Lynds all the way from up there in Northamptonshire. Enjoy tonight's show.
Save all your words, save all your diamonds and pearls. We took the wrong road down. whiskies. Save all your hopes and dreams. Life gets in the way, and dreams of dancing must wait another day. I see Esperance from the whole of the world. All I can give, oh, I can almost give a broken strand. Now it's gone from my hand. Take away the pain from something beautiful we may never find again.
News yesterday. I'm sorry, but there's not much I can do. Give me back my life, it meant so much, and I'll teach you all the truths to renew. Yesterday, did you hear the sound as my world fell apart? Give me back my friend, we'll start anew. And now I'll learn the secrets of your heart. yesterday. I'll help you look toward the future years. I must learn there's losses more than mine, and help you once again to calm your fears.
Thanks guys. Phew, that guitar part was bloody hard, you know. I think Jens is the only performer in tonight's show who hasn't actually performed live here in Stony. We'll have to do something about that because he's such a writer of great songs. That one was co-written with Chris Brown, who appears later on in this show. Next up we've got the Hatstand Band, all the way from Rugby, who have appeared twice as special guests at the Voltage. We've got regular storyteller Mel Higgs with a sad reflection on how disrespectful some young kids can be towards their elders these days, followed by the Keats family trio, one of whom is wielding a knife. Intriguing stuff, eh?
I suppose we should introduce the song, really. No, I can't be bothered. 2, 3, 4. I lit up from Reno. I was trailed by 20 pounds. I couldn't get to sleep last night till the morning came around. I set out running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. I ran into the devil, and he loaned me 20 bills. I spent that night in Utah, in a place up in the hills. I set out running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. I ran down to the levee, but the devil caught me there. He took my $20 bill, but he vanished in the air. I set out running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. I got 2 reasons why I cry away each lonely night. First one name's Sweet Anne-Marie, she's my heart's delight. Second one is prison baby, sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, spend my life in jail. Cherokee. The first one said she got my child, but he don't look like me. I set out running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. I got 2 reasons why I cry away each lonely night. First one named Sweet Anne-Marie, and she's my heart's delight. Second one is prison baby, sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, spend my life in jail. got my child.
Does it all look like me? I said I was running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight.
Friend of the devil. I've introduced it again.
Hiya, Pat Le Chapeau. I love you, Dave loves you, the whole world loves you. I've been doing my one-page stories, and I've just done this one. I haven't even printed it off yet, so I'm gonna here we go. Right, it's called A Paedophile, and that's what it's called, the title, called A Paedophile. Our dogs had just met and were having a load of fun in the park opposite to Captain Ridley's shooting party, which Bletchley people call Weatherspoons. While our dogs were going into energetic overdrive, Andy, another owner, verbally unleashed what had recently happened to him. The weapons our teenagers use these days, terrible weapons, weapons that bloody well humiliate. It's because we have no rights. And why is that? Sometimes you have to take the law into your own hands, and if any of them call me a paedophile again, he'll answer for it. And he was talking about the assaults on his dignity he had been subjected to. I've had trouble with those terrors for months since I caught them causing damage in the Tots playing area. Before we walked any further, he stopped and saddled me with what I didn't like to hear. He began, the youngest, a short Asian boy, said, "If I get near your dog, it's going to be in for a right good kicking." And then the tall curly-haired one loudly shouted at me, "I'm telling everyone you're a paedophile." Luckily, I had my phone on audio, and I caught every word. I phoned the police, and 2 community coppers came. And luckily, that nasty little mob, they were still in the park and acting as comfortable as you would like. I talked to the police, and the police talked to them. The police did nothing, and those kids, they never apologised. Not one word came to me. I had videoed the goings on, and the police came up to me again with, Why are you recording us, sir?" I'd had enough, and I said, nothing is going to happen, and I can see that the kids, they don't even give a hoot for anybody or anything. You know what? I'm going to put the lot on Facebook. I caught my dog, and Andy's last words to me were, "I'm not standing for it anymore. I'm not standing for the rubbish, even if it means I land up in the nick." That's it, Pat, my old friend.
Hello everyone, it's the Keats family here, and I've got Maz doing vocals, Simon playing slide using a knife, and we're going to do Dead Flowers by the Rolling Stones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you're sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know, well, I hope you won't see me in my ragged company. You know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. when you're sitting back in your rose pink Cadillac, making bets on Kentucky Derby Day. I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon and another girl to take my pain away. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the U.S. mail. Say it with dead flowers at my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave, Simon. When you're sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know, well, I hope you won't see me in my ragged company. You know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the U.S. mail. Say it with dead flowers at my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave. No, I won't forget to put roses on your grave. No, I won't forget to put roses on your grave. All right.
Thanks guys. Next up we've got the Stephen Hobbs interview. This month Steve is firing his searching questions at, well you just have to wait and see there. This will be followed by a song or two, including one by our good friends Will and Callum, also known as the Fabulators. My intros are brisk tonight as I seem to have taken up my available time for a commitment elsewhere, and I'm trying to keep this to about a 1 hour show again. Here comes Steve Hobbs.
So, Patrick Nicholson, being a shielded person, you're over 70 years old, are you not? You must have had an interesting lockdown. How did you cope, and did you follow all the guidelines?
Good evening, Steve. Well, I have to say that I really did like the idea of being locked down for 3 months from the very start. In fact, I was so overjoyed that nobody would come knocking on my door, disturbing my current lines of thought, that I put a big notice on it saying something like, "Go away until this damn thing is over." As far as what I've been doing, well, I've been learning lots of new songs, including a few of my own, which I'm still working on. I've done some recording and listened to lots of music. I've also been working on trying to improve my guitar technique. Can't say I'm quite there yet though. In between all that, I've been redesigning Fabienne's garden, which is currently under reconstruction. I've also got a lot fitter and slimmer by going out for a bike ride around the outskirts of Stoney most days, and also doing some regular exercise along with Joe Wicks and the rest of the UK population, who need to pay gym subscriptions now. Did I follow the guidelines? Well, that would be telling now, wouldn't it? Suffice to say, I'm much too old to want to go to prison, so stum on that one.
Congratulations, by the way, Pat. Did you realise that you would have achieved your 200th voltage on the 24th of September had COVID-19 not reared its ugly head? Anyway, what on earth made you do it at the very start? You couldn't have been that desperate for gigs, surely.
The 200th edition? Really? You're kidding me, surely. Yeah, of course I realise, Steve. In fact, that's why you're interviewing me now, because I was vain enough to suggest that you do it as a celebration of that was never to be. How did the whole voltage thing start? Well, not guilty there, I'm afraid. You'll have to ask a certain Heidi Meldrum from Aberdeenshire about that. It was Heidi who suggested the whole thing over a few beers at my place when she and her then boyfriend Dan Smith came to dinner way back in 2012. Heidi then convinced the Volts Bar staff that it would be a good idea, and we took our cue from Scribal Gathering, of course, an event that I'd been supporting from its inception back in 2010.
What I especially like about Voltage is that you go out of your way to encourage performers to do their own material. How important do you think that is when the cover is king?
Well, yeah, it is important. I do like to hear and encourage singer-songwriters to do their own stuff at the Voltage. However, I will also encourage anyone to come along and perform, even if they can only do one verse of Blowing in the Wind, and not very well at that. You have to start somewhere, Steve. Very few of us are lucky enough to be born with a lyrical silver spoon in our mouths, as Dylan obviously was, and to have a portfolio of 100 songs or more under our belt by the time we're 20. If you want to sing and play guitar, the best way, that's if you can't afford lessons, is to learn to play other artists' songs and be inspired by them, which is what I did. That way you learn fast, and if that then happens that you are able to write your own stuff, well, that's a great added bonus. I was well over 40 before I wrote anything of my own worth performing in public. Until then, I was a covers man, but by listening and learning to play others' songs, I formed a foundation for writing my own. What I particularly admire is performers who can take someone else's song, put their own stamp on it and make it their own, so to speak, but still respect the original. That approach is much better than just trying to sound exactly like the recording, which is not showing much respect for the original artist, in my opinion. For God's sake, if you've got a voice of your own, use it. Don't try and imitate someone else's.
And my final question, Pat, and I do take my chapeau off to you. In addition to music of all genres, Voltage has also encouraged spoken word with poetry and storytelling. Over the years, you must have bought hundreds of packets of crisps. I well remember tasting Brussels sprouts crisps, clearly the most disgusting crisps that have ever been made. You've also given a great many people their very first chance to headline with an extended set. Can you tell me, what is the future of Voltage?
Hang on. That's 4 questions in one, Steve. Just as well I've scripted all my answers. Let me deal with the trivial one first. The crisps, yeah, Literally hundreds of the damn things, somewhere in the region of 700 packets over the years, I reckon. But I've been feeling a bit guilty lately about contributing to the obesity problem in the UK. So if the Voltage ever does come back in its real form, the free crisps will now be available for purchase at the bar along with the free beer. Okay? Yes, having myself been Bard of Stony a few years ago, I have encouraged poets and storytellers to the Voltage stage. And even the odd comedian, well, one very odd one once I seem to remember. I just like to encourage artists of all persuasion to get up there and perform. I've always spotted the potential in some and have felt that with more performance time, these guys could really shine. Just doing 3 numbers can often be very limiting, hence the idea of the extended guest spot. It also gives me a way of promoting the event rather than just putting up a poster saying, "Open mic night every other Thursday." The future of the Voltage? Who knows? With Boris's recent cutback to 6 folks only, I suppose I could give every performer in the small audience 6 numbers each, but the Vaults Bar would make hardly enough money to pay their staff, let alone me. Maybe we could incorporate the open mic into a Sunday church service because they seem to be allowed a much larger audience. God knows why. But realistically speaking, I think the Virtual Voltage is here to stay for the foreseeable future. And the way I'm looking at things at the moment, that foreseeable future could still be a long time yet. Thanks, Steve.
At least the sun's coming out and there's blue sky over there. Well, she came from the north with the wind in her hair. She rode across valleys and mountains so bare. She came with a vengeance, with fire in her eyes. Rode a white stallion with a hawk by her side. She rode on through the day and out into the night. Yes, she rode on through the day and out into the night. Well, she came for revenge and showed little respite. She rode out of the darkness and into the light. She was fighting for freedom with a sword in her hand, rested but briefly then to study the land. Rode on through dark forests and out across desert sand. She rode on through dark forests and out across desert sand. Well, she came to a place where few dared to tread. She got down from a horse and made ready her bed. Then she prayed to the Lord with the stars in her eyes, prayed for her people and their freedom to rise. Then she laid on her head and she slept beneath the skies. Yes, she laid on her head and she slept beneath the skies. When she woke in the morn, there was blood on the air. But she rode with great courage, she rode with great care. She fought against depression, she fought against greed, fought for the hungry and those in great need. When I asked her her name, well, she said Liberty. When I asked her her name, well, she said Liberty. When I asked her her name, well, she said Liberty. Nearly another glass of wine knocked over. 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 Nearly another glass of wine knocked over.
I feel good. I knew that I was. I feel good.
Well, there you go, some sage advice for you in there somewhere, I hope. And it just goes to show that if you ask your guests cheeky questions, Mr. Stephen Hobbs, you are more than likely to get some very cheeky answers. Thanks also to the Fabulators there for some good old rock and soul. We've now got some more witty observations from Fraser and Toots, a little digression on a local street mural from Bard 007, and then we have Dave Justice, a man who can probably claim to have never performed anything other than his own handcrafted songs. I think I'm right there, aren't I, Dave?
Good evening, we're Fraser and Toots, and this is a protest song really written about how disappointing it was that the government did not cover all of the professions in their furlough scheme. Some of us didn't benefit, so this is a song for all of those in my profession. This song is called The Blackmailer. Me and me girl called Jack live on a boat out in Bimini, tattoos across my back. Live off the money you're giving me, stay off the beaten track. But you will never be rid of me, give me the funds I lack. Pay me my fiddle-dee-diddly, when they say crime don't pay, I just say you must be kidding me, blackmail is here to stay. Look at the riches it's given me, this is a game I play, and you will never be rid of me, here in my hideaway, collecting my fiddle-dee-diddly-ho. For keeping it to myself, leaving it on the shelf, you'd have to increase me wealth, you'd pay the devil himself, give me the cash to spend, then I might be your friend, your privacy I'd defend, call it a means to an end. When you say crime don't pay, I just say you must be kidding me, blackmail is here to stay. Look at the riches it's given me, this is a game I play, and you will never be rid of me, here in my hideaway, collecting my fiddly-diddly-ho. Say crime don't pay, I just say you must be kidding me, blackmail is here to stay. Look at the riches it's given me, this is a game I play, and you will never be rid of me, here in my hideaway, collecting my fiddle-dee-diddly-ho. Come neighbours or listen a while, my story might bring you a smile. When in temptation you fall, well then I must give you a call. Say crime don't pay, I just say you must be kidding me, blackmail is here to stay. Look at the riches it's given me, this is a game I play, and you will never be rid of me, here in my hideaway, collecting my fiddly-diddly-ho. You take it to Scotland Yard, you'll find they don't try too hard, the coppers are friends to me, or get a payout you see. I won't be doing time, I call this the perfect crime. Got a good brief you see, he's like a brother to me. He shows me the cars to track, gives me the phones to hack, send it by Google Mail and next day I'll have it for sale. No ID I can't fake, you're making a big mistake. Think of the fuss they'd make, pay me for your mother's sake. Story means nothing to me, but no one gets nothing for free. When in temptation you fall, well then I might give you a call. Me and me girl called Jack live on a boat out in Bimini, tattoos across my back. Live off the money you're giving me, stay off the beaten track. But you will never be rid of me, give me the funds I lack, pay me my fiddly-diddly-ho. For keeping it to myself, leaving it on the shelf, you'd have to increase me wealth, you'd pay the devil himself. The Blackmailer. Good evening.
I see you've stopped. It looks different, doesn't it? I was once a simple wall, solid, functional and dependable. I sought no decoration, for my purpose was plain for all to see. But now they've decorated me, ruined the uniformity of my appearance. Look what they've done. It's impressive, I grant you. She is beautiful, and her complexion speaks of southern, warmer countries. She's not from round here. And here it says, whom living we dearly cherished, and whom dead we cannot cease to love. So greatly loved. That's nice. People don't say that about walls. And we're around for a long time. I'm nearly 300, you know. Nice clothes, colourful, warm and rich. See that gold brocade? That costs a bob or two. And the herons wrapped around her. Independent, resourceful birds. Patient hunters. Even the kingfisher pays her homage. Don't forget that gold crown and her skyward look. This lady is not looking down at you, though you may look up at her. She's a personage of importance. Her name is Eleanor of Castile, Queen Eleanor, the wife of Edward I of England. In 1290, her funeral procession stopped for the night in Stony Stratford. But Eleanor was more than just a Queen of England, more than just a mural. And I have a few more words if you have a moment or two. A power couple, these medieval two, Edward Longshanks and Eleanor. An image of devotion, many children. Edward gifted her no bastards. She went crusading with her man to kill the Saracen, sucked poison to save his life, the chroniclers say, was at his side throughout his reign and strangled the Welsh with a necklace of stone castles about their throats, acquired many fine manor houses through practices diverse and dubious, her coffers pregnant with the expulsion of the Jews. So once again our Eleanor returns to Stony Stratford. On every mural there's a Kalashnikov. Sometimes you just can't see it. So what I would like to say is this. Is this mural more important than a simple, unvarnished wall? That is for you to decide.
Hello everybody, hope you're all keeping okay. I've got a song for you tonight, it's called My Mona Lisa. It's about 3 years old now, so I've played it on a few occasions, but I'd like to do it for you tonight. So this is My Mona Lisa. She got the face in the winter sun, blacksmith strikes and the deed is done. Anvil cries, we are forged as one. My Mona Lisa, rainbow streams across the sky. Gotta find that treasure before I die. I believe in my heart, and I know why. My Mona Lisa, la 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 la. When we meet, there's no pretense. My Mona Lisa, will our hearts ever be entwined? Gotta venture and risk, or I won't find deepest treasure to be mine. My Mona Lisa, la 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 Bye for now, everybody.
Interesting to see that the Volts bar comes these days in a variety of incarnations. It seems to have had a decorative makeover in purest white in at least 2 of those videos tonight. A much better idea than all those tacky guitars that were strung everywhere last time I looked in. Or have they now been removed? Does anybody know? Anyway, thanks for watching the show tonight. Our next one will go out on Thursday the 29th of October. So that gives you a whole 4 weeks to get your videos over to me by the 22nd. Now to finish the evening, we have 2 previous special guests. hazeyjane featuring Corinne Lucy, followed by some good old rock and roll from Bedford resident Adrian Stranik. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all again in October. Good night.
Is this one, for which we are going to be joined by Corinne Lucy on vocals.
Thank you.
The song is called Tradewinds. And in your place, just empty space, I closed the blinds, looked at the time, pictured your face next to mine, turned on the news. Just like every day, placed 2 bowls upon a tray, and it came to me, I just need one today. It's taking time to get used to this. The days go by so slow, and the cracks between what's wrong and right get ever close. This much I know, this much I know.
what's wrong and right may never seal. This much I feel. But these trade winds sing their soft refrain. But at this height it's so cold, and dogs will howl all through the night.
I go. This much I know. This much I know. I know. I know.
From a wonder wilderness of my making, this was behind me, from this there's no escaping. Going down, I was aware that I was wired, but I got up and now I know I've been desired. And when I think of this instant, I realize that I could never really leave or ever have the strength to say goodbye. When I got on the first plane and the birds built, all things that come and go, but now I got a reason for everything stands and changes with the seasons. Devoid primal screams and similar regressions, but I can guarantee you the sweetest progressions. And as I burn with this instant, I realize that I have touched a thing tonight that takes the desolation from my mind. When I got on the first plane out of Birdsville, when I got on the first plane, I threw away woodwick and really got it wrong. 'Cause when I found myself, we didn't get along. From the wilderness of my making, this was behind me, from this there's no escaping. And going down, I was aware that I was wired, but I got up and now I know that I'm desired. And when I think of this instant, I realize that I could never really leave or ever have the strength to say goodbye. When I got on the first plane out of Birdsville, when I got on the first plane out of Birdsville, when I got on the first plane out of Birdsville.